nationally, we have often embraced charter schools as incubators of good instructional practice when they're good, and also potentially incubators of good labor relations practice. Like we've done a Green Dot school in New York City where there's been really an interesting new contract that we just talked about the last few days that has a just cause dismissal standard and has a professional day and real professionalism. And, we're seeing it starting to do great things.
Take a minute and walk them through what this, because do you know about this one?
I don't.
This is a pretty big deal that, again, most people don't know. So take a minute to walk through how this happens.
And the reason I'm raising this is because, all too often, just like when Arne just said, he's a proponent of good charter schools. We're a proponent of charter schools with accountability where you level the playing field so that everybody is competing in the same way. And all of those nuances normally get lost because of the sense of there's, good players and bad players in education, as opposed to the sense of we all should be working together to help all kids learn. So what we did in New York was there's a charter school that we brought in called Green Dot. And we are the United Federation of Teachers is the union representative. And we did a very different kind of contract, a contract that was based upon what the school and the kids needed. And ultimately, the management of Green Dot believes that the teachers should be organized, and there should be a real professional voice. And we also believe that there should be a real professional voice and accountability. So what the contract looks like, there's a professional day. There's not a start time and an end time. There's a professional day where the teachers have certain responsibilities, including committees and things like that, and that they serve on 6 different committees. There's also, instead of tenure, a just cause dismissal standard for everyone. So it says that teachers would be disciplined for just cause, but there's also lots of professional development. So there's not a sense anymore. We've disconnected the sense of bad and good or lifetime job security. We've created a sense that you do your work, you get help when you need it, but if you're not working out, you're going to be separated from service. Yes, of course, in a fair process, but separated from service. And the teachers are paid 15% more than the teachers in the New York City school system. And they also have something that Mary has been pushing on and that Dr. Adams has thought to be important, which is this is high schools, so that they have a lower student-teacher ratio, so that it is a 1 to 100 student-teacher ratio as opposed to a 1 to 150 student-teacher ratio, so that the teachers have more direct connection with the kids. So and the contract is not 500 pages or 300 pages. The contract is about 80 pages.
So is this popular with your national membership, this kind of thing, or?
This is what's happened it's new, but what I'm saying is that charter schools, just the way charter schools can be incubators for great instructional plans, they can be incubators for great labor relations plans, because then you see if it works, you see what people think about that, and then you export those kind of good practices to the district. That's what charter schools were supposed to be about. And
so are we going to see that here in St. Louis anytime soon?
Well, you have a facsimile of that. Dr. Adams has 5 pilot schools where we have, for those individuals who work at the school that are now becoming pilot, and they're almost like your Green Dot school, there's a focus, they have a board. Teachers that don't feel that they fit into that, they can opt out. But they have a schedule that may be outside of our regular schedule in terms of the work day, the work week. But those teachers know who are deciding to stay in there that this is what they're being confronted with. And if that's something that is not suitable to them, they have the option to opt out of that school. We're starting with 5. But getting back to what you're saying about charter schools, everyone thinks that the unions are opposed to charter schools. Charter schools started with Albert Shanker, where they were experimental schools, where they didn't work outside of the school district. They were a part of the school district, in connection with universities where they took new ideas, new initiatives, and implemented them in their program. So when you look at this as a union, we just say make the playing field level.